What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the table where everybody eat. Do your boy a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, then tap the notification bell. That way you don't miss out on the plays and updates we bring to you guys each and every day in the market. Now, today we're talking about Rigetti Computing, ticker symbol RGTI. And if you guys are familiar with the channel or the table where everybody eat, y'all know how I feel about these quantum computing stocks, data center stocks, aviation stocks, semiconductor stocks, anything that has to do with the future, tech, and innovation, y'all know I'm all for it. Now, Rigetti closed at $17.24 on August 13th, 2025. They was up almost 6.5% on the day. Now, this comes after they missed earnings yesterday, and the stock actually fell, I believe, like 6%, maybe 9%. Either way, the stock had pulled back and had a decline after they missed on their earnings. Now, if you ask me, their earnings wasn't that bad. And the reason why I say wasn't that bad is because out of all the quantum computing stocks, Rigetti, I believe, is the only one that is taking a different approach as they are working on a multi-chip quantum computer versus the other quantum computing stocks, they still are doing the monolithic approach with a single chip quantum computer. Therefore, this here puts them in a different bracket. And after years of pursuing that monolithic route, Rigetti now believes that the modular approach is the right way to go in the long term. And thus far, Rigetti results show they're on track to release its 100 plus qubit chiplet based system by the end of 2025. And if they achieve this, that will be an even bigger milestone for the company. Bringing me to our Discord community, Everybody Eats. Link will be below in the description and pinned in the top of the chat. And I had told them how Rigetti was looking beautiful. That was earlier today. But yesterday, in another community, I had mentioned how Rigetti looks good to me right before their earnings release around 3:05 p.m. And as you see, we were trading above that line in the sand at $15.31. And on the 4-hour time frame, the 50 SMA was still trending upwards and looking as if it wanted to get above that line in the sand area of $15.31. Bringing us to the daily chart. And hold on, man. With this beautiful chart right here, we're going to go ahead and touch this thing up right now and remove a lot of this noise, a lot of these distractions that we have on the daily chart as of now. All right, that looks much better. I mean, at least for me, so I'm pretty sure it looks better for you. So on the daily chart here, you guys can see right now, like I said, we were above that 1531 yesterday. Actually, let's go to a lower time frame. That way we could really zone in on that price action. And we'll just go ahead and go to that 4-hour time frame that we just had posted up in that Discord community. All right, so here we are on that 4-hour time frame, and I thought the 50 SMA would have broken above that 1531, but as you see, it did not quite yet. Although we got this nice breakout or this nice candle right here after we got back above this $16.25 to, let's just say, $16.30, 35-cent range. We went immediately to that 1826 resistance, and we closed above the next line in the sand of 1709, which to me is the next tight range of motion that I would like to get above. So therefore, mount 1751, but I'm gonna slow it down and we're gonna focus on what we got right now. As you can see, we never filled in this gap right here, this sniper fair value gap of $12.90 to $13.67. My bad, $13.76. And I would have loved to have that happen. I am actually going to remove this line in the sand right here. Oh, my bad. I wasn't supposed to do that. Refresh that. Bang. Remove this line in the sand right there. I hope you guys can hear this. People in the background. I am at the hospital. But remove this line in the sand right there. Make it cleaner so that way we could really see what we're working with. I would have loved to see us fill this sniper fair value gap. That way we could have got some price action in here before going higher, but we never got that. And we also respected the top of that gap as well as the 50 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. So if we can get above that 1709 and actually close above 1751 this coming week, I would like that. Keep in mind, I believe QUBT has earnings tomorrow. So that could help or hurt Rigetti in regards to price action if QUBT gives bad guidance or say something out of the ordinary that could affect majority of the quantum computing stocks. Skipping over the 2-hour time frame and bringing us to that 1-hour time frame, this 50 SMA looks beautiful and price action within itself also looks good. as it is holding up fairly well on that 50 SMA. We could see immediately how we failed to get above that 1826, but we also failed to close above that 1751 zone. And it looks as if we did a nice clean bounce off that $17.09 area. So this line in the sand, in my eyes, we do need to hold. But if we pulled back at best to, let's just say, let's go with, nah, we'll go with this wick. Yeah, right around this wick top that also at the bottom of this candle, that's 1631 for a little retest. I wouldn't be too concerned or necessarily worried, especially if we held above that 50 SMA on a 1 hour. Because as you see right here, once we reclaimed it and got back above it, each time we came and retested it, we did good. Went up, came tested again, a nice straight up. So actually, a pullback wouldn't be bad to this area to hold if the 50 SMA continues to do something of this nature and go up. Now, going to the 30-minute time frame, the 50 SMA looks even better as of right now. We still see that hold above that 1709 line in the sand. We also closed at 1724, which is the top of this wick right here. So that is something good to see as well. But when it comes down to the 50 SMA on the 30-minute time frame, it is around 1592, which isn't bad because that coincides with this zone, that wick, and then it also coincides with this area right about here. So if we could retest the 50 SMA, I'm not too concerned. Meaning anything above 1531, I'm still long, I'm still bullish. We fall below that, I wouldn't mind a retest of that 1415. Fall below that area there, then I would look for that sniper fair value gap. I forgot what those areas was, or I mean those ranges was. Rewind the tape, you guys can see what that was. I think it was like 12 and some change to 13 and some change. But yeah, that's what I see on ticker symbol RGTI. And before I close this video out, I decided to come over to Weeble and look at these moving averages because this is really what looked gorgeous to me throughout the day. I love how we over the 72 MA on the 4 hour. I love how the 9 MA is respecting that 72. And then now the 9 has reclaimed the 21. Everything is pointing upward from the 9 to 21 to 72 and even the 200. MACD does look good on RGTI. So if we did get a pullback to that 1553 or 1596 area, that wouldn't be bad. But definitely 1553 to 1560, I get, or 1575. Because if we keep, because if we stay above that 72 MA on the 4 hour, then that shows us that this thing is holding up fairly well. The Bulls is in control, the Bears are not, and that wraps that up. So thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one. Much love. We out.